I found these wooden pumpkins at Michael's for $7.99. I believe they were 20% off, and I'm going to start by painting them with Wise Owl white primer, mainly because I want my white to remain white. Sometimes when you're dealing with wood, you can get the tannins that bleed through, and I didn't want that to happen, so I'm just going to use the white primer as my white. Once dry, I'm going to take a piece of tape and I'm going to go 3/4 of the way over. I didn't measure, I just eyeballed it, and put some painter's tape. I'm going to take my mandarina and I'm going to paint the larger portion of the pumpkin. I'm going to do this on both pumpkins and then allow that to dry. You do want your tape to be straight over the edge, as this pumpkin is quite thick, so you're going to see the line going over. I'm going to remove my tape and allow that to dry. Once dry, I found this paisley style stencil at Hobby Lobby. It's in the show off section. They're very inexpensive. I'm going to try to hit both pumpkins at the same time. And now I'm going to be using Wise Owl white and a foam roller. You want to load and then unload on a separate plate so that you have not too much paint because you don't want any bleed through. I'm going to pass over the stencil on both pumpkins. And then while the paint is still wet, I'm going to sprinkle some gold glitter on top of the wet paint. I'm going to use an art brush to press it into that wet paint and just make sure that it adhered. I'm going to remove the glitter. And now you have this really pretty paisley glittery design on the one side. This is from a maker's studio. It's called Be Still. It's one of our mesh stencils. And I'm going to cut out the words blessed and happiness. I just want to grab words that would fit across the pumpkin. So one did have to be a little longer than the other. These are very easy to use. You're going to remove them from the protective backing. And you just want to rub your finger across just to make sure that it's adhered so you don't get any bleed through. And I'm just putting some painter's tape on either end because I don't have a whole lot of room to work on those ends. And I'm going to be using our rubber spreader from Redesigned by Prima. You can find that at chalkitofancy.com. And our black ink, which is called Can't Never Could. And you just pass it along the stencil with your spreader and then remove your stencil. You want to wash your stencils as soon as possible. This one says happiness, and this one says blessed. I'm going to use some raffia to finish this off. I'm going to just take small pieces of raffia and make little bows and using some jute to hold it all together. And I'm going to glue this by the stem of each pumpkin. And then I did the same with this small polka dot ribbon. I took a small piece and I'm going to add it on top of my raffia. And there you go. Now you have these two cute blessed and happiness pumpkins for the holidays. I really hope you enjoyed this video. For other tutorials, go check us out on YouTube. You can now watch all our videos at chalkitofancy.com. For any paint products, tissue paper transfers, or mesh stencils, chalkitofancy.com. Thank you so much. Have a great day.